Hello everyone. So first of all, my name is Abdul Rauf, and today we're going to talk about the data visualization. And this is the first video about the data visualization series. So here we will talk about the basic intro, like the Seaborn, the data visualization intro, then the Seaborn, then Matplotlib, and then some different basic concept about the data visualization. Okay, so let's start our video with the intro about the data visualization. Okay, so what is the data visualization? Well, data visualization transforms complex data into visual forms like charts and graphs, making insight clear and easier to understand. Like when you draw the graph, it is more easier to understand than writing on something or showing some numbers. Now here you can see the different type of graphs, which makes the things easier, very easier. Then here you can see the items divided, and here you can see the lines. These are not the graph. There are many types of graph. We will talk in this series so many, so you can understand. So and we will use the tools to create our own graphs too, with Seaborn and Matplotlib. So let's see first what is the Seaborn. So Seaborn is a Python library for static data visualization, providing beautiful information, charts, and easy integration with pandas. So yeah, Seaborn is very useful library for static data visualization. Now we can use Seaborn, but first you have to install the Python in your machine. I hope you have your Python in your machine. Then you can use Seaborn. First you have to install it, like you can install it by using the command pip install pandas on your command line. Okay, so after installing the panda, you can use in your code like using import Seaborn as SNS is the license. Then you can use import matplotlib.py.plt. What is matplotlib? We will talk about this after this. Okay, so matplotlib is also just like the Seaborn. Matplotlib is very simpler than the Seaborn. It is also used for data visualization. We will talk about it in the next slide. And then you can see I'm showing them a example graph here. You can see the total bill and y x label is the total bill and y label is the trip. Now you can see the PLT road show will show the graph, and you can see the graph here on the right side where you can see the tip and the total bill, and you can see the lines. This is like a simple graph for the C1, but we can create many more and more visually appealing graphs with the C1. Okay, so let's see now what is the matplotlib. Well, Matplotlib is also the Python library for creating static, animated, and integrated visualization. It provides extensive plotting capabilities, including line, bar, scatter plots, and more with the customized feature. Now you can see the bar. Here you can see the graph name like the line graph, bar chart, or the scatter plots. These are the plots. Now here you can see I show an example, simple example here on the right side. You can code. You can simply use the Matplotlib by importing like import matplotlib.py.plt. Then you can create some simple data like x data and y data, and then you can use the label, and you can see on the left side the visualization of that. Now here you can see you can only use matplotlib if you don't want to use Seaborn, but Seaborn is more appealing and more easy, or more it give more features than matplotlib. Then that's why we use Seaborn mostly. So now here you can see you have to also install the matplotlib as a pip install matplotlib on your command line like you do on the Seaborn. Okay, so now here you can see the graph here of this. Now after that, let's see the code we will use in this series. Okay, so we use this code like one time thing is this: you have to install some library like pip install pandas, pip install matplotlib, pip install Seaborn as SNS. Now I wrote the spelling of Seaborn galat or wrong. So you can use the Seaborn as SNS, but don't root the as SNS. I write this misspelled. Only use the pip install Seaborn. Okay, so now you can use these three lines one by one on the command line, and after you install that, you have to use this code on your code environment or your Python code, where you can use import pandas as PD, import matplotlib as PLT, and import Seaborn as SNS. SNS, PLT, and PD are the allies. You can use anything you want. As you can use P or anything you want. Okay. So now after that, let's see some simple example with a simple chart we can use, which is the line chart. Now, line chart display. Let's see what is the line charts. A line chart display data trends over time by connecting data points with a continuous line. It's useful for visualizing changes and pattern in sequential data. Now, there are many other types like bar chart, histogram, heat map, which we talk about later in our series. So now, I am only giving you some basic intro about the Seaborn, Matplotlib, data visualization, and some importing mechanisms. As we go forward, we will talk about more charts, and we use more code and things like those. Okay. So now here you can see the example on the right side, the graph. This is known as the line plot, where you can see the changes by the points, if it's increasing or decreasing. Now let's see how can we write a code for this. So here is the code. So first you have to import what I will tell you. You have to use always in your code, like import Seaborn as SNS, import matplot.pyplot as PLT, import pandas as PD. You have to use these three lines always. And after that, I am creating a simple data frame, which is known as that, and assigning it to data, the PD to data frame x dot range 10. We will give the range of 10, and then we will use the loop inside the y, and then we create the some y samples. Okay. So you can see I get the samples. If you don't know about the data frame and the pandas, I already created a series about it. You can check it out on my pandas series or my pandas playlist. Okay. So yeah. So after that, you can see I create the data frame of data. After that, I will create a figure, or I will create a map. Okay. So I will set the size of this is 8 upon 4. So it will set the size of the graph, which will be the width and height. Okay. After that, after setting the size, I'm using SNS. SNS is the, you already know, Seaborn. Yeah, Seaborn has the property of line plot. I'm using the line plot and giving it the data, and assigning the data as a data, and then I'm assigning x as the x and y as the y. So now you can see y is this and x is this, and after you can see data is this we created. Okay. With the data frame we created. Okay. After that, I'm assigning the title as simple line plot. Here you can see the title on the output side, output line plot, simple line plot. After that, I am showing plt or show will show the graph, and you can see the graph, which it will, if you want to see the data, you can also write a print the y and print x, you can see the data too. So yeah, it is very simple platform. You can already can imagine in your mind what did this data look like. So 0 is 2.5 and 2 is 5, and then you can see it will go up to up. It is like this line is known as the, mostly we call it a reg plot or a simple regression line, but it is not the regression line, it is just showing some simple line plot. Okay. So yeah, this was the basic intro about the data visualization, with some examples and some introduction about these and the coding example. So you mostly use these three lines: import Seaborn, import matplotlib, and import pandas in mostly all of the code, and you will see more graphs and more types of graph like bar chart, histogram, heat map, and other types of the graphs in the later in the series. They also create the by GitHub repo, where I show more examples and more uh, explanatory explanatory code examples, and with the code example, with the screenshots, and everything I explained there with the line of the commits. So please check out that repo too. I will provide the link in the description, and I also provide the resources where I take all these things, and I mostly learn my data visualization from the Kaggle. If you like to join that course too, you can join. I also provide the link in the description, and they provide a free certificate too, so you can get the free certificate there too. So yeah, this was all. Thanks for watching, and I hope I will see you in the later videos about data visualization. Thanks for watching, and see ya.